You probably filmed this moment for social media. Your dog tilts its head, yawns big, or rolls onto its back the second you walk in the door. It looks adorable. But veterinary behaviors say some of the behaviors we find cutest are actually your dog telling you it's uncomfortable, anxious, or overwhelmed. And most owners never learn to see the difference. Let's go through 10 of them so you can finally tell the difference between cute and my dog needs help right now. Dogs can't tell us in words when something's wrong, so they communicate through body language instead. Some of these signals are what trainers call calming signals. Small behaviors dogs use to diffuse tension, either in themselves or in a person or another animal nearby. The tricky part is that several of these look almost identical to normal, happy dog behavior. Here's how to actually tell them apart. The first one is tail wagging itself. But not all wags mean the same thing. A loose, wide, whole body wag usually does mean happiness. But fast, stiff, low wag, especially held close to the body, is a sign of tension or uncertainty, not joy. Many owners see any tail movement as a good sign and miss that their dog is actually on edge. The tell isn't whether the tail is wagging. It's how loose the rest of the body is while it happens. The second one is when a dog turns its head slightly away from something but keeps its eyes locked on it, showing the whites of its eyes in a crescent shape. This is often called whale eye, and it's one of the clearest stress signals in canine body language. It often shows up around unfamiliar people, tight hugs, or when a toy or food is approached. Owners frequently mistake this for a funny or quirky expression rather than what it usually is. A dog saying, "I'm not comfortable with this." The third one is a quick flick of the tongue over the lips or nose when there's no food nearby. This is one of the most common calming signals dogs use. It often appears right before a dog is approached, hugged, or photographed up close, which is exactly why it shows up in so many cute pictures and videos, since that's often the moment being captured. The fourth one is yawning when your dog clearly isn't tired. For example, right when guests arrive, during a vet visit, or while being held for a photo. In dogs, yawning isn't only about sleepiness. It's frequently used as a self-soothing behavior during mild stress, similar to how a nervous person might sigh or fidget. The fifth one is a dog going completely still, body stiff, not moving, sometimes mid-action. This is one of the most overlooked warning signs because it can look like the dog is simply posing or paying close attention. In reality, freezing is often the step right before a dog moves away, growls, or in some cases reacts more strongly, so it's considered an important signal to respect rather than something to push through. The sixth one is heavy panting when your dog hasn't been exercising and isn't in a warm environment. Panting is a normal way for dogs to cool down, but stress panting looks a little different. It tends to be shallower and paired with a tense mouth rather than a loose, relaxed one. Context matters here. Panting during a car ride at the vet or during fireworks is more likely to be stress-related than temperature-related. The seventh one is the full-body shake dogs do. The same motion they use to dry off, but happening when they're completely dry. Many behaviors interpret this as a way dogs release physical tension after a stressful moment, similar to how a person might exhale deeply after a tense conversation. It commonly shows up right after being picked up, examined, or startled. The eighth one is a classic zoom eyes, but specifically when they happen immediately after something stressful like a bath, a vet visit, or being scolded. Sudden bursts of intense running are often filmed because they look hilarious, but when they follow a stressful event, many behaviors consider them a release of built-up nervous energy rather than pure excitement. The ninth one is a dog immediately flipping onto its back and exposing its belly the moment it meets someone new or is approached quickly. This is different from the relaxed belly exposure during sleep we've talked about in other videos. When it happens instantly on greeting, especially with a tucked tail or tense body, it's more often an appeasement gesture, the dog trying to signal, "I'm not a threat," rather than a request for belly rubs. The 10th one is a dog repeatedly pawing at your face, arm, or lap in a way that seems affectionate, but doesn't stop even when you respond. While a single paw can simply be attention-seeking, persistent, or escalating pawing, especially paired with lip licking or turning away, can indicate the dog is trying to communicate discomfort, such as during an activity it doesn't enjoy, like being hugged or restrained for a photo. None of this means your dog is in constant distress, and it definitely doesn't mean you're a bad owner for not knowing these signals. Most people never learn to read them, because on the surface, they genuinely do look cute. What matters is starting to notice the context. Is your dog's body loose and relaxed or tense and stiff when these behaviors happen? Learning that difference is one of the most useful things you can do for your dog's well-being. If this helped you see your dog a little differently, subscribe for more science-backed behavior breakdowns, and tell me in the comments which one surprised you the most.